Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I have a few new products by Crayola. We all love our Crayola, right? It's not just for kids. We have some gel pens, and we have some markers, and we have a little thing over here, and I'll kind of show you that later. First of all, I did have a subscriber ask me when I did the swatching of the Take Note, what was it, pens, markers, that I was sent so kindly by a subscriber. Another subscriber asked me if I had tried their gel pens. And I said, no, I haven't, but I really kind of wanted to see what they were like. So, and I'm almost off camera, sorry. So these are their washable gel pens. There is a set of 14 in here. So let's just kind of swatch them out. You know how I love my swatching. We'll see what these colors look like. If I can get this open. Let's do it this way so they don't fall out all over the place. Now, of course, these are not going to be my beloved glitter gel pens, but I'm sure these are going to work great for coloring or, you know, bullet journaling, you name it. I think, you know, these would probably work great in. Now, it does say on here, let me zoom you guys in. It does say Crayola, Take Note, 0.7 millimeters. So it's a little bit bigger than your, you know, standard gel pen that we get. And way down here at the end, in teeny tiny little letters, it says, what does it say? A9TO2. Is that what it says on all of them? Yeah, so it must just be for this particular product. It's not a color number or anything, which I sure was hoping not, because that is so teeny you wouldn't be able to see it anyhow. So that is what is on the barrel. They are click pens, which is kind of nice. Now, a lot of gel pens have this little ball on the end, and that's just so that they're sealed in shipping. They don't dry out. So before you color with them or write with them the very first time, you just have to take that little ball off the end. So let's see, I'm just going to go through the pack, you know, how they are right here, and let's see how they draw or color. Oh boy, and they color immediately. Very smooth, very nice writing. Ooh, that is nice. Crayola is really coming out with some nice products, aren't they? Okay, let's put all these up here. I can get rid of them later. We have a little bit darker purple. Very juicy. Nice. As you can see, that end comes off very easy. Let me swatch them a little bit bigger. Oh, isn't that a pretty pink? And then we have a lighter pink. Oh, that's so pretty. Almost like a fuchsia. And then we have a red. It's more on the orangey side of red, but it's a very pretty red. I like that better than the reds that are more on the pinky side. These are a nice red. A lot of our gel pens, our standard gel pens, like glitter gel pens and whatnot, the reds always have a tinge of pink to them, so that's nice having a red like that. Beautiful orange. And then we have a lighter orange. Just a shade lighter. So this is an orange, and we kind of have an orange red. and then we have our reds. And then we don't really have a true yellow in here, and I imagine that's because you can't really write with a yellow pen, right? So we have, oh, that's a pretty spring green. Then we have kind of what looks like a darker green. Oh, isn't that pretty? Kind of on your teal side of green. Then it looks like a regular, your standard green, but we'll see. Oh, it's a dark green. So it's on your darker side. Ooh, we have a light blue. Let's get this out of the way. Very nice. Yeah, these are very juicy. We have a standard blue. And this looks to be like a teal. I'm really curious to see what this looks like because it looks gorgeous. Besides purple, teal is one of my favorite colors. No, it's actually like a real deep, deep blue. It's like a midnight blue. So the barrel is kind of deceiving on that one. But yeah, it's like a navy blue. But then, of course, we do have a black. So there are no browns in here. I didn't think there would be in a real small set like this. But then a nice black. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to write with these write very nice and smooth. Really nice. Okay, so that is that set. Again, they are washable. It is a set of 14. Should we see how washable they are? Let's see if we, because I know Maddie would do something like this. You know, she'd draw on herself. So let's do the old spit test. And they do come right off. All right, good to know, huh? So if you accidentally draw on yourself, like I don't know if I have any on my hands right now, but I color with gel pens so much, as you know, and yeah, I end up getting, you know, gel pen on my hands. Well, at least these, you know, are gonna come back off. So let me throw these back in here. Let's get out the next product, which is, I thought these were kind of interesting. Let's zoom back out so we can see them. This is the Crayola signature line, and this is brush and detail dual tip markers. So we have the brush tip on one end, and then we have an ultra fine tip on the other end. And it does come in this tin. It says 16 markers, decorative tin, non-toxic. But the thing that I found interesting when I was looking at these on Amazon, it says Crayola signature brush and detail dual tip markers are the versatile art tool with 2 ways to create in each marker. One end is a brush tip for lush strokes like a paintbrush, and the other is an ultra fine tip for delicate details, perfect for lettering, adding detail, and crayolography. But now the thing that I found interesting, and we'll see if this is actually the case or not, even though there are 16 markers in here, they state 32 colors, because when they show the color chart over here, they indicate one color name for the brush tip and then a different color name for the ultra fine tip. Let me zoom in so you can see that. Okay, so we have red and then we have scarlet. We have orange and then golden yellow. You know, so I'm suspecting what they're saying by these different colors is because one end is a brush tip, you're going to have a darker type of tone to it because there's more ink on the paper versus the fine tip. And so this color is going to kind of look lighter than the other, because I can't imagine Crayola would end up putting two different colors within the same marker. So even though they say 32 colors when you look at this on Amazon, I am assuming before we get into really looking at them that it truly is only 16 colors, but we'll find out, I guess. Never assume, right? So let's take this off. But it does give you color names on the back here. So let's see, you know, lately we've been finding some Crayola products that actually have been having color names on the pens. So let's zoom back out a little and let's get this tin open. It's nice that they, you know, put it in this nice decorative tin. So yeah, like I said, Crayola is really stepping up in the coloring world, especially this signature line. Yeah, I'll just throw that over there. Okay, so yeah, it does come in this nice heavy duty tin. And again, you know, on the bottom, it's just this nice shiny material. The lid comes completely off. And here we have the markers themselves. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 up here. And then I am assuming, yep, your other colors are down below. So let's just take out the first one. Now the thing that's nice about this, and this is probably why, you know, it's Crayola and possibly geared towards children, these are much easier to get in and out than many of our other plastic trays. A swatch video that I just did of some watercolor brush pens. They were quite difficult to get in and out of that plastic tray because they fit so snugly together. Here we have a lot of room in between, so they come out very nice. So let us look at the pen. They do have color names. Woohoo! So here is red, here is scarlet. So we're going to see if they truly are two different colors, because you'll see each end shows a different color. But by doing so, okay, the brush end is a more opaque cap, whereas the fine liner, and I guess this is how you can see clearly when you pick up this pen which is the brush tip, which is the fine tip. The fine tip has a more see-through cap, and that is true on all of them. So like on this one, we have the very opaque end and the more see-through end. So let's swatch these also. We're just in a swatching mood today. Let's move these over here and let's see what they actually do on paper. So I'll zoom you back in a little. So this is the brush tip. Let's take a look at that. Comes to a very fine tip. That's really nice. Well, let's take a look at the fine tip then. Oh, that's really nice. It's not a fine liner, but yet it does come to a very fine point. So that is really nice. And I'm blurry, ain't I? Okay, let's see what they do down on the paper. So this is red. Oh, very nice. Nice and juicy. Let's take a look and actually see if this end is a different color. Because when I look at the nibs, they're definitely the same color. Guess what, folks? They are different. Oh my gosh. Now what did they do in here to make those different? As you can see, this is much more on the orangey side. Holy cow, huh? That is pretty neat. So yeah, this one is red and this one is scarlet. Well, I'll be horn-triggered. So on this one, well, I had it right the first time. We have orange on this end And we have golden yellow on this end. So these are twofers. You get 2 in 1. Oh, those colors so smoothly. Yes, the fine tip is definitely like a tone or a shade lighter, but that would really be nice when you're coloring. You know, if you wanted to shade or something, you know, when you're coloring, you can have the 2 tones in 1 marker. That is pretty neat. Here we have yellow and Star Bright. Nice bright yellow. And our neon, which is kind of nice to have. Then we have our standard jungle green and seafoam green. Love the fact they have color names on. That is just so nice, isn't it? And our seafoam green. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a mint green. I am loving these. Here we have pine green and kiwi. These are nice deep green. You can tell they lay down so nice. And here's our kiwi. That is so cool. I'm just blown away. I thought for sure, you know, there's no way that Crayola would put 2 tones in 1 marker. Well, I was very wrong. Here is teal and blue-green. So they definitely coordinate the 2 colors together. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. Let's see what's with it. More blue. So with the fine tip, okay, you can make pretty fine lines. And with the brush tip, of course, you can make your thicker lines on the side. You can make a little bit, you know, finer lines. Then if you go on the tip, you can make your real fine lines. So, you know, your typical nice brush. It really has a firm feeling to it, but not real firm. It's got a really nice touch to it. I like that. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so then we have robin's egg blue, which is usually pretty, and turquoise surf. Oh, that is pretty. And nice light blue. Boy, these 4 colors all go together very nice, don't they? And another blue. We have blue and sky blue. Yes, your regular blue, standard blue, and a really nice pale blue. Isn't that pretty? Now, of course, these fine tips isn't something that you're going to color a bigger area with, but as a detailer, azure and blue bolt. That's a new color, isn't it? Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Your royal blue. And then blue, what did I say it was? Blue bolt. Oh, that's pretty too. Wow. Here come my purples. Plum and purple mountain. Very deep, deep purple. The grayish tinge to it. Oh, pretty. Lilac. Then, oh, we got a lot of pretty colors down here. We have violet and flamingo pink. Oh, pretty. And our flamingo pink. Oh, nice. Them colors, you know, all of them just go together so nice. And we have Primrose and Wild Orchid. So many purples, I'm happy. Oh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, some more colors that just go together so nice. Then we have a few pinks. We have Raspberry and Coral Reef. Nice. Pinkish red. And a coral. Now those two are quite different within the same pen, so they have to have some divider in here of some sort, right? They can't just be all one felt, core that they have within, in the inside of markers. There's got to be a divider in there of some sort to get such different colors within the same pen. Here we have Parrot Pink and Carnation Pink. Parrot Pink. That's a different pink. And our Carnation Pink. Oh, is that pretty? We have a lot of pastels in here. Some nice light colors. When you look at this here whole side, we have that beautiful mint green. Look at all these pretty pastels. So pretty. Then we do have a brown also. We have dark chocolate and we have brown. Very deep, like a walnut brown. And then a really nice shade of brown. And then finally we have black. So black, I'm assuming, yep, we'll have a gray. So we have black on one end, gray on the other. Now the black, I always like to see if it's a true black or if there's like, it looks more like a dark gray. This particular black isn't real deep, your true dark black. It is like a real deep gray. And then your regular lighter, or a regular gray. Wow, I am just blown away. These are very, very nice. Let's zoom it back out again. And let's take a look at, of course, these were the other ones, the gel pens. So let's take a look at what all comes in this little tin. There are 2 colors within each pen. Brush tip and our fine tip. And the fine tip works really, really nice too. Wow, this is nice. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm impressed. Especially considering it is Crayola. Very budget friendly. Comes in this really nice tin. Like I said, Crayola is really stepping up their game. Can't wait to see what they come out with next. The last item I want to show you, I thought was just cute. This comes in a variety of sizes. You can actually get a big one that has different sections in too, so you can put like scissors in, things like that. These are pencil or pens or whatever holders. Aren't they cute? It's a pencil cup. Oh my goodness. You need a scissors to get this off. It isn't rippable. Let me see what I did with my scissors. Somebody took it. Must have been one of the cats. No, just kidding. Okay, I misplaced my scissors. Okay, anyhow, we'll leave it on there. But yeah, pencil cup. So let's, for instance, take this set of Crayola gel pens, these take notes. We'll put them in there. Isn't that cute? They do have one that's like half this height, which would be nice for kids, maybe with the shorter, the crayons or, whatever. But, if you wanted to put maybe some of your glitter pens in here, your detailers and whatnot. You can put them in here. All kinds of neat things. So I just thought that was so cute. It looked like, you know, your crayons. Perfect pen cup for on your desk for us colorists. So yeah, like I said, they have a number of different sizes, different heights, you know, different types and all different colors. But of course I had to have the purple one. So again, I'll leave links to all of these. Go ahead and check out all the different cups that they have if you would like something like this sitting on your desk. I just thought it was adorable. So yes, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. We have those dual tip pens. We have this cute little pencil cup. So those are the pens, and then, or the markers, and then we had the washable gel pens, which are these. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing these new Crayola products that are out on the market. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I put out new videos. I hope everybody's having a great day, and as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.